What's up, y'all? What day we on? What I said? What day we on? What episode we on? It's always Sunday. Why would I ask today?
34.
We're on 34. Big Shaq episode. Episode 34 of the Braincast. Smart asses with smart mouths on the left side. Save the creator as well as.
Wouldn't that be your favorite beverage if not already? Juice, aka the right side.
Dog, this toothpick. I already sound restricted. I was here, all up in this joint. But
Not a pirate, please.
I mean, those are the ones who know how to do it best. These days, they call them executives. But either way, episode 34. Episode 34. Hey, man. Tell me Jeff Bezos ain't just as good as Blackbeard?
He who that nigga look up to. That's what he modeled his entire career after.
Boy. That pirate ship called Amazon is one hefty ship, boy. I'm telling you.
Boy.
But
island of misfit toys that we call Twitch.
I got some shit to speak about. We got some shit to speak about today. There's some craziness going on. Some people don't learn their lessons.
Y'all finna open the money.
No, boy.
Because first and foremost, shout out to the creator who broke her back at TwitchCon. Okay. When I say shout out to her, recoveries, well wishes, prayers, and all that. As of yesterday, I believe, she walked for the first time. So love that for her. Shout out to her. She said she was able to brush her teeth. And that was it.
Wow.
She said she passed out after she brushed her teeth. And
what happened? I never looked into it.
Basically, so you know how TwitchCon has like the whole, little foam pit area, blase, like on some Sky Zone shit with the little fight.
Right.
So the foam pit, wasn't I don't know if it wasn't secured properly or what, but it wasn't enough, regulation wise, because you should be able to jump into that pit and foam squares or whatever. So she jumped in and landed on her tailbone and broke her spine in 2 places. Jeez. Because it was literally they put a layer of the foams on top and that was it.
What the fuck?
And it looked from the outside, it looked like, oh yeah, that's regular foam pit. We just, hop into this bitch. So she hit a cannonball like you do and landed on her tailbone, broke her spine in 2 places. And this is irreparable damage to her body now because of where it was broken at. Her life will be difficult from here on out because of that.
Y'all can't even do foam pits, right, Twitch?
And it's they said Twitch said they were going 50-50 on the bills.
Oh, please.
And I'm bro, so apparently for what it's being known, she is suing Twitch and the company that did the foam pit, and Twitch is also suing the company who did the foam pit.
Oh, because what, they made you look bad, Twitch?
Hell yeah. And the thing is, y'all gonna owe somebody some money, bro.
They made you look bad.
Because, Jesus, right? Y'all do that enough on your own quite easily. So the fact that you had assistance and it caused this is TwitchCon this year, bro. Y'all dressed this shit up to make it look so nice.
Yeah, because you took everybody's money and put it in Megan's pocket.
Y'all up the prices on the tickets. Y'all, it's a little 3-day excursion. Y'all had a partner party every day and all this other shit. But we can't go live from the con. Y'all had a sign.
Y'all could have streamed.
Y'all had a sign front that said no streaming. We can't go live from the con.
Apparently not.
Y'all got Megan Thee Stallion there all fucking weekend, and she don't even got proper security because the nigga managed to run on stage.
Yeah.
And, this nigga walked on stage and was there for a good minute
That's crazy.
Longer than necessary for real. Like he was able to like walk up to Megan and grab her hand and do a little turn.
I believe it.
And like before security basically jogged onto stage and was like, "Hey bro, what the fuck are you doing?" Like
They jogged on stage. It's hilarious.
and then y'all decided to do these little panels and shit that would have made people go, y'all didn't say shit about that. Y'all had the head of marketing there at a panel. Free roam throughout the room for anybody to ask any kind of questions. And you know, we didn't know about that till the motherfuckers who dick eat Twitch talked about it on Twitter. Because they was like, oh, Blase Blah is here. It's the heading of marketing at Twitch. And he actually like broke down and told us the truth about the splits and Blase Blah. And all y'all are complaining, but none of y'all were here. First of all, bitch, San Diego isn't right down the street for majority of the people on this platform. Secondly, even if it is, who the fuck finna pay $250 to go to San Diego for 3 days?
Who has $250 plus to just go to San Diego for 3 days?
Because y'all aren't doing like DreamCon doing. Y'all ain't doing deals with the hotels that are nearby the convention center and all that other shit. Also, shout out to the boys at DreamCon. Get your tickets November 18th for the second drop if you haven't. Because I surely will. Y'all aren't doing that. Y'all said 3-day partner party every day. Partner party every day. Megan Thee Stallion gonna be here. That's all y'all said. All these panels and shit that happened, y'all didn't say a damn thing about that. Because you know, had you said something, yeah, more people would have came, but they also would have ate y'all the fuck up. So you can say, oh, well, we provided this for y'all, but no one came. So if they don't do it next year, that's the excuse they gonna use. But also, y'all didn't tell nobody about this. And for everybody, partners specifically, that's dick eating on Twitter and saying how everybody that complained about the payouts and all this other shit didn't come, all these empty seats, bitch, we didn't know. And y'all didn't know till y'all got there. So be fucking for real.
I could keep TwitchCon. I'm like, oh, y'all can have it.
For real, bro. Because let's be clear, TwitchCon is right down the road for me at the moment. And you know why me and Ari were considering going? To go and hang out with our fucking friends who just so happened to be here. It was not to go to the convention. Because just because he told y'all the truth about the split, you see how they did that, and then quietly, when I say quietly, I mean if you don't read your notice, you don't check your Twitch emails, you're not gonna know this. Earlier this week, they lowered the payout to $50. So if you reach 50, you get paid. I got paid a couple days ago.
Bang. Oh.
So love that. However, y'all also decided to quietly roll out, oh, now the ad revenue split gonna be 55% for us.
No.
Y'all are quietly doing a lot of shit and then being loud about the wrong shit. Because I have not seen one public statement from y'all since that girl broke her back. Not fucking one.
Son.
So like, what are we doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still continuing my move to YouTube. I don't care enough. I don't. Because Twitch has this lovely thing that they love to do. It's a pattern they've been doing for years. You will put in 1-2 features that the community has been asking for, roll out about 8-12 features that no one asked for, and then either you rescind the good features we asked for, or you find a way to fuck them up. So until you prove me wrong and this ends up being something else, or you know what, even better, build on top of some of the very few good features that you're giving the community, maybe I'll reconsider doing more content on your platform. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm cool. I love it for the rest of you Twitch creators. Of course, lower the payout to $50. You can get more consistent payouts, whatever the case may be. I love that for y'all. I'm just not gonna be there to celebrate with y'all. I'm over this platform. I'm not gonna hold you until y'all give me some concrete evidence for me to give a damn. I'm out of here. As of November, literally, I'm doing content that I can't do on YouTube. I'll do it on Twitch, and that might be a once every couple weeks thing as of November. So it is what it is as far as I'm concerned. So y'all can have TwitchCon. To this day, y'all have made steps from the ravageness that was Twitch a couple years ago, but honestly ain't going nowhere fast enough anytime soon. YouTube putting in features as of right now, as well as the start of next year, that might have y'all out here skating on the floor like niggas shooting at your toes. I don't know how Twitch is looking this time next year. I don't know. I mean, keep it 100 with you. I don't know how Twitch is looking this time next year.
I don't know if Twitch will exist this time next year.
Or this time in 2 years. Because it does take some time.
And if it do, good for y'all. I don't know if I'm still finna be on this bitch though.
I'm not. Listen. It comes to well, honestly, it comes to the surprise to a lot of people that I'm a man that tends to follow my words with action. And to me, it is what it is. Give me a reason to come back, and maybe I'll try it out. But as of right now, I don't care enough. I don't. I'm in a better mind space as a creator these days. And Twitch, the culture and cycle of creating content on Twitch is not healthy for small creators. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. I wish everyone success. But the growth culture on Twitch for smaller creators is bad, despicable, and tiring. Sure, you'll get your $50 a month. But at the end of the day, I mean, look, if anything, it's a good little trial run for the young bloods out there that want to know how it feels to work and get some money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? $50 a month is cool. You know what I mean? It is. It's cool. But at the same time, I don't think it necessarily changes that gap between affiliates and partners. One, nor does it sound like it fixes the gap between lower end partners to that top 0.001%.
Hell no.
Because, like I said, people want to hear good news and they want to completely forget about the actual reality of things.
Because, you see how long it took for them to give Kai his flowers. And he hit #1 streamer in the world. Most subs in the world.
This man is hitting over 500,000 a month off of y'all.
Twitch didn't say a damn thing.
He made y'all 500K.
Let's talk about this fucking congratulations they gave my boy, and it looked like a fucking chopped and screwed mixtape cover.
Oh no. Is this on Twitter? I'm about to go look it up.
Oh my god. It's a Twitch tweet. Like, it's straight from Twitch. It was their little congratulations to him when I think he hit 80 or 90.
80K?
Yeah. Shit looks so bad.
Nah, I have to see.
Shit looks so bad, bro.
Yeah, y'all flooding y'all shit about y'all little Twitch cons and shit. No one cares. Hispanic Heritage Month. Yay, y'all inclusive. gosh, bro. Like what? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll find it later. I don't care to see all this TwitchCon propaganda that's on their Twitter right now.
Propaganda is hilarious.
It's propaganda. Either way, like I said, I don't know. Listen, at this point, people are just gonna think I'm an official Twitch hater. I don't hate on Twitch. I don't. I believe if you love something enough that you should have just as much criticism for them as you do love. Also, there's a difference between loving and dick riding. But Twitch has done a lot for me. It has brought me many people in my life these days who are forever going to be longtime friends and family. You know what I'm saying? That's really it. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, everything else I could have did on YouTube. I really could have did everything else on YouTube. Like, even the numbers you make on Twitch don't hold the weight of their actual numbers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and try and pretend like I'm flexing or anything, but I have over 700 followers on Twitch. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. But another misconception some people on Twitch may think is because you have a certain number of followers does not mean that those going to be the concurrent viewers that you have across multiple streams. I probably average nowadays 8 a stream, which I appreciate every single person that comes through. Is what it is. And also, I know a person that was at 1.5K. I think they're at like 2. They're probably at like 2, who average probably 5 a stream. And it's not that the content is bad, because the content has not changed as far as the quality is concerned, and it's good quality from when he used to average more. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know the answers could probably be switch up your content, do something new, or whatever the case is. But the point that I'm trying to make is the value in numbers on Twitch, they hold less weight than numbers on like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Also, I feel like they're more views on YouTube are way more solid when it comes to your content, but that's a whole nother thing. It's neither here nor there. Anyway, let's talk about another reason why Twitch is going to take a big blow real soon. If y'all haven't heard yet, YouTube is currently, as we speak, rolling out this new feature on YouTube that is really going to be changing everything as far as YouTube connectivity is concerned. And what I mean by connectivity, I mean finding, you know, your certain creators or whatever the case is. It just became easier, especially for smaller creators. YouTube handles is out now. If y'all don't know what YouTube handles is, I'm going to explain it, or I could let YouTube explain it. Long story short, you know how ads work everywhere else? YouTube has ads now. So how this is going to work is they're currently rolling out this change to everyone. If you want to check to see if you're eligible for this change, you just go to youtube.com/handle, or you can check the description of the stream. I already have it all in the description for you, as well as other forums giving information about it. So just go down to the description of the pod episode, and you'll be able to go there yourself. And the moment you come in to the website or this exact URL, if you're eligible to change it right now, you'll be able to change it right there on the spot. If not, they'll give you the thing that I got pretty much. Handles will be rolling out soon. We'll notify you and you can choose yours. Also, they're sending out emails and notifications too when you're eligible. Long story short, even if you're not eligible, November 14th is when every single person who has a YouTube account, whether you are a creator or a viewer, will have the option to make their handle. Just like any other handle across any other social media site, you'll be able to change yours, which means YouTube URLs are changing. It'll be youtube.com/@ whatever your handle is, whatever the case is, across platforms. Makes it easier for, when you get noticed in shorts, it'll come out like these. People can tag you in videos easier, which that feature itself, if you've been watching a lot of videos from a lot of creators on YouTube, that shit's already happening. If you've seen a little at Corey Kenshin or at DashEXP, whoever the case may be, it's already been happening as far as creators tagging other creators for their videos and stuff like that. So this is going to be open to everyone on YouTube. So you can continue to check this as frequently as possible for yourself, or you can wait till November 14th when it will be available and rolled out to everyone to go ahead and change your handle. It's a big thing. I honestly think this is a big thing, because I don't know about y'all, but when you find someone that you cool with or you like their content, if they ain't like freaking Markiplier or PewDiePie or any huge creator, at times it can be very, very difficult to find channels and all kinds of content when it comes to YouTube. With this handle change, it just made things a lot easier, which means also, if you're a way smaller creator and you put out content that people mess with, for whatever the case may be, all they gotta do is put in your @ and they find your channel way easier. It'll probably make traffic to your content way more consistent. It's looking good over here on these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? YouTube still has its own issues also, but if you're talking about growth, single-handedly, it just became easier, and it's only going to get easier, bro. Another reason why Twitch is not looking so good. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I'll give Twitch that credit. Before this handles thing, it was easier to find people on Twitch, but then again, Twitch is just live streaming, so being able to find a channel shouldn't be that hard anyway. But for a platform like YouTube that has all types of content, we're talking streaming, long form content, as well as YouTube Shorts, this just made life a lot easier for smaller creators, as well as bigger creators also. You know what I'm saying? And also, quick tip, when this rolls out to you, it'd be best for you to go and change all your URLs that you probably shared anywhere else, like link trees. If you put them in any bios, stuff like that, it'll make your life easier. It'll make your life easier. I don't know how the whole channel / random ass numbers and letters thing is gonna work for a lot of people. I think they said it should still lead to your channel if that's the case, but you never know how these things tend to work out. So when it does roll out to you and you choose to change your handle, go and edit all your links that you've put out for your YouTube channel everywhere else. Do that and everything should be golden. So, I mean, I can't wait for my handle shit to come out. You know what I'm saying? It'll make it way more consistent with all my handles across the board. It makes life easier, bro. It makes life easier. Man. So you can make your shit be Juicebox Garcia if that's what you're doing, twin. You feel me? Whatever the case may be, we's here. And we doing our thing. So, telling you, it's another reason why Twitch is looking like they're in the red alert zone right now. Cause YouTube making it easier to grow and to be found on a place that already has better discovery for Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, the discovery on YouTube was already easier than Twitch, and then YouTube goes and makes it easier, especially for smaller creators. I mean, I'm team red right now. I don't know about team purple, but it is what it is. Like I said before, if you check the description, that youtube.com/handle link is in the description, as well as a couple blog posts from YouTube that explains how the handles are going to work even better. So if you want to look into that, feel free, check the description down below. I got y'all. You know what I mean? As well as what else is going on? Oh yeah. We weren't live when it happened. We didn't have an episode up when it happened, but this Kid Cudi retirement, you heard about that?
I heard bits and pieces of it, but I never heard anything that sounded concrete.
I mean, maybe he ended up going the Logic route, but from what we know Kid Cudi has gone through recently, I believe him. I believe him. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a couple weeks ago, Kid Cudi had an interview with Zane Lowe, and they were talking about Intergalactic, the new Netflix animated movie that he has on Netflix.
Yeah.
And while they're speaking about it, because alongside of the movie, he made the soundtrack and all that kinds of stuff. And that's when he kind of told Zane Lowe that he don't think that he's ever making another album again. He don't think he's gonna be making making content to go out and tour it. The whole musician thing, he's not doing that no more. He said maybe every once in a while, whenever he feels in the creative mood, he might pop out and make a song, drop it, and call it a day. But as far as the full swing of an artist, he ain't doing that no more, because he has quote unquote other creative outlets that he wants to venture. And he went into, building on the relationship he has with his daughter now, because he's at home more. And I think his daughter's in high school now, something like that, middle school, high school. Find out they have a lot in common, blah, 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 blah. And this is fresh off, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, that Rolling Loud incident.
Yeah, that was a whole ordeal.
When they thought, what was it? They thought Kanye was coming out, and ended up being Kid Cudi. Them niggas booed him off the stage like he was at a Showtime at the Apollo.
Booed him off the stage and also threw shit not even booed him off the stage, they actually threw shit at him, which is what made him leave. Because the booing wasn't really like a thing. They were actually like physically like throwing shit at him. And he was like, one more person throw something on this stage, I'm leaving. And a motherfucker threw a water bottle and it hit him in the face.
Dang. Man. That's funny. I ain't gonna lie. That's funny.
I'm like, bro, we just lucky Kid Cudi got the decorum and the composure to not jump in the crowd on you niggas. Like, truth be told.
To a certain extent, because that man has been wrestling with mental health since the start of his career.
Absolutely. And it's like, y'all see that, and it's almost as if you don't give a fuck. Because he could easily, like I said, with the mental health and everything, with or without it, you can only push a person to the limit so far. Because y'all been disrespecting Cudi since him and Ye got into it.
And you see that? You know what? I might as well talk about it. This is this weird thing that fans have with humans that they consider are superstars.
Yeah, that shit is weird.
No, it's a different level when it comes to rap. Cause y'all like to act like this shit is new, but it's not. Kid Cudi, Kanye, Joe Budden, Kendrick Lamar with this last Mr. Morale album, Logic, everybody who came out of that SoundCloud golden era. This is not new. It's not. This is not new. There's a number of people who have told y'all on their music how this shit is affecting them. And sure, it's great music. That's the reason. As far as great music is concerned, great expression, etc., etc. But remember that most of this shit is not just expression. Like, oh, I thought this would be great to be on a song. Let me do it and put it out there. These people are wrestling with this shit for real. They really are. There's a reason why I always look at the whole Logic situation with such a gray area to me. Because number one, half, I want to say half, 70% of that shit is colorism, which is
it really is, bro.
It's a sad thing, because at the same time that he may be biracial, and he does say it a lot, I'm that point I agree with y'all. He does say it a lot. He's made the point to address it his damn self that he say it a lot too. But at the same time, you know who else in the game who's biracial and you ain't got an issue with? Joyner. Joyner is biracial. Lucky enough, his genetics has made him darker skinned, so now he's more accepted. Logic wasn't so lucky, and he looks a bit more brighter when it comes to his skin tone. You know what I mean? But that's not the point I'm trying to make here. This man has been advocating and talking about his mental health probably most of his career. I'm speaking about Logic. So when he kept it 100 with y'all and said, y'all been fucking with my mental health, so I'm leaving the game. 80% of y'all niggas, not 80%. Let me stop trying to be nice. All y'all niggas damn near was applauding. Y'all niggas wanted him out the game that bad. Then he did No Pressure, which was supposed to be his retirement album. That was supposed to be the last one. Y'all actually applauded it because he was doing his thing. Retired for a bit, came back, wasn't sounding the best or whatnot. And then Vinyl Days happened. That was probably the second album since Under Pressure that y'all actually said sound pretty cool. Now, a lot of people may saying that he was baiting with the retirement, but what I think, if you ask me, in the way that I look at it as, at that point in time when he did No Pressure, he was not coming back. He wasn't coming back. Also, it was one of those transition stages for him too, because he was going to become a father. This man was writing books, he was writing screenplays, all that kinds of stuff. I mean, he just didn't feel like he needed to come back. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to passions and stuff like that, as well as the way mental health can affect someone's passion for something, you know what I'm saying? When you're able to mitigate it enough when it comes to your mental health, sparks can come back.
Indeed.
So I feel like when he left, he got a better hold on his mental health, as well as, you know what I'm saying, that's when his short-lived Twitch career was going on, and that boy was doing his thing on Twitch.
I personally think he should have stuck with it because those streams are very enjoyable.
I mean, yeah, that boy he was getting a guaranteed check too. The Twitch gave him a contract. They gave him, he had a guaranteed check coming. So even though I know my man is well off right now with everything that he's ever done and is doing, but you know, a check's a check regardless. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with an extra meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he is, man.
There's nothing wrong with that. And he luckily had his, you know, fan base around him. Those are the people that was pulling up to those streams, and he's making beat tapes. He's like, hey, yeah, little beat tapes. He's putting out beat tapes. He's still making music. It just wasn't necessarily the artist's process. You make an album, you know, you tour it, you promote it, all that kinds of stuff. And you know, after a while of being able to do that within a positive environment, you know what I'm saying? That spark starts to come back. You feel the positive feelings you did when you first did it, so you decided to come back. Ask me, and I'm a Logic fan. When he came back, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. I'm not gonna say a lot to you. In my opinion, it wasn't fire. It was fire. I still have to listen to Vinyl Days. I'm super late. It is what it is. But the reason I want to listen to Vinyl Days is because people who was hating on Logic his whole career came out saying, oh, Vinyl Days sound kind of cool. That's shocking to me, because I'm like, 90% of that man's career, y'all clown that man. I mean, as much as he may be more of a student of the game to some people rather than an original artist, I mean,
an artist is an artist at the end of the day.
it is what it exactly. You know what I'm saying? And
Like,
to me, I'm still like, I mean, if y'all don't like the way he's doing it, don't listen. It's one of those things. Even though a lot of people have made a lot of good points of some of the stuff that he has taken from other artists, you know what I mean? But then again, everybody in this space has been inspired by everyone. You know how many niggas behind the scenes are in these studios and these albums are being created and say, oh, yo, use this bar, use that bar, or whatever the case is, and may not necessarily get a writing credit on the album.
Facts.
At this point, we don't know who has ghostwriters or who doesn't anymore. Because when everyone blasted Drake for having a ghostwriter, that shit lived for what, 2 months? And then everyone went back to their business. The biggest artists in music today had no problem with cruising with some that's honestly a cardinal sin in hip hop. You know what I mean? So once that happens, does anybody necessarily really care? Yeah, you know what I mean? As much as I think that Logic can rap his ass off, just like any other hip hop like enthusiasts will consider, if you don't write your own raps, you ain't never making it to the Mount Rushmore for me.
I'm telling you.
And whether Logic got a ghostwriter or not, I just don't see him to be up there. You said which one?
I said, and that's just for me.
Facts.
My Mount Rushmore don't gotta be your Mount Rushmore, bro. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure, like you was gonna say, Logic just ain't that kind of artist for me, period.
No, facts.
And that's okay.
But whatever the reason that y'all tried to clown this man, that shit affected that man. He left when he did. He came back, y'all clowned him for that too. Like, y'all not giving that man any kind of breathing room. Someone that has suffered with the mental health that y'all like to go on Twitter and say is important. Yes, I said it the way that I said it for a good reason. The mental health that y'all go on Twitter and say that it's important. Cause y'all sicken me. Perfect two examples too of shit like this. Look at Kanye and Joe Budden. Two huge examples. Joe Budden more on the music side, Kanye more into what he actually does outside of the booth side. Because Joe Budden went, I think people would say he went underground most of his career, but I wouldn't necessarily say he went underground. I'd just say people didn't fuck with what he was talking about. Because don't give a fuck what nobody say, like him or not. Joe Budden's pen is one of the best. No cap. That nigga can spit. Okay? That man can spit. You ain't gotta agree with what he does these days. Cause I've watched Joe Budden podcast since the whole falling out with Rory and Mal. Cause I thought that shit was weird. But that man can spit. But y'all wasn't rocking with it because a lot of his shit was about mental health. What he was going through mentally, honestly. And honestly, he got more notoriety when he became a commentator on the culture than actually being part of it. Because he stopped talking about it. Do you see that kind of weird? You see that? You don't see the connection there? The moment he stopped talking about it and he just talking about the culture at large, that's when the name starts coming around more. He gains notoriety now. Huh. Interesting, ain't it? Why do you think y'all also have the conundrum with Kanye these days? Everybody wants to say fuck Kanye till he drop a project. Because musically, that boy is one of the best, if not a musical genius. But then when the album has been listened to, and y'all go back on Twitter and hear this man going through another mental breakdown. Oh, Kanye, what the fuck is wrong with you? That boy's weird. See, y'all getting what I'm putting down, right? Like, people are weird when it comes to mental health, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that mental health is easy to deal with, whether you are the person suffering because of it or you're someone who's trying to support the person who's become a victim to it. It's not easy. No, I'm not gonna say that. Shit, how many episodes at this point have we talked about mental health, Twin? 18?
I was gonna say we 34 in. Definitely at least 50%. At least half.
Like, it's, and I'm gonna say it again, it's not easy, but at the same time, just because it's not easy doesn't mean y'all niggas get to be goofballs about it. Yes, y'all are goofballs.
Thanks. Cornballs on a good day.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's probably because it's hip hop. I think it's supposed to be gangster. So the fuck, mental health. Ain't your shit healthy? That shit functioning, right?
Please.
That's what niggas is at for real, and that's. Oh my god, bro. Y'all be sending me sometimes, but I mean, I wish the best for the man Kid Cudi. For real. If you come back to music, we'd love to have you, because whether people will like it or not, I don't think we have the SoundCloud era that we had if Kid Cudi don't exist.
Huh.
If Kid Cudi does not exist, I don't think we have access to people like X, rest in peace. Have people like Juice World, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? We won't have those kinds of talents be developed if we don't have a Kid Cudi. You know what I'm saying? Give that man his flowers, man. Give that man his flowers. So, I mean, I still have to watch Intergalactic. Have you watched it yet?
No.
I heard it was amazing.
Definitely on the list. Same, not definitely.
I've heard amazing things, so I still want to go watch it and see what happened. But put some respect on mental health, bro. Put some respect on mental health and have some level of sensitivity to those suffering from it. It's important. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be someone's pillow to cry on, but when it comes to people who suffer from mental health, and we're both here as people who deal with it to a certain extent, you don't know how much a pat on the back or a listen, if you need something, just let me know, can mean to someone. Like, for real, like real shit. You know what I mean? Speaking of someone who's suffering from mental health, we need to talk about this Amouranth thing. This Amouranth thing is kind of crazy.
It really is. That shit is like,
because it's really just changed a lot of the stuff that's been happening on Twitch itself to a whole different perspective in the past, like 4 or 5 years. If you don't know what we're talking about,
very triggering.
Amouranth, the face of the hot tub meta, when that happened on Twitch, as well as the ASMR meta, when that happened, the face, probably one of the biggest creators, but I'd probably say top 10, if not top 5 on Twitch. She had a very revealing stream last night. Number one, she's married. I don't think a lot of people knew that. She's married and has an extremely toxic and gaslighting husband that led her into doing everything that we know her for these days. Yeah. If you don't get what I'm saying, Amouranth was coerced by her husband to spearhead the hot tub meta when it happened, when she blew up the way that she did. She has been coerced into doing many streams, been threatened to lose her children, which is her dogs. Every cent of her income that she has made, her image, her brand, her husband is threatened to take everything and gaslit her all throughout the way. You don't have to believe me. You don't. I'll show you.
Because it happened live.
I'll show you. This all happened on stream. This is all on stream. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I'll show you. And trigger warning for folks who have dealt with this type of thing. Be careful with what you hear. It may be triggering. I apologize. But being that we're people who like to talk about fact, or at least the evidence that we have in front of us, I like to show y'all what I have found so you can see where we're coming from when we make the points that we make. So once again, this may be a trigger warning for folks who have dealt with situations like this. So be careful in watching what we're going to show you. Luckily enough, from what we have, it's nothing too graphic. Or it's not graphic at all, really. It's more conversation and how she reacts to the conversation. But either way, keep in mind.
Why did you say you were going to kill my dogs?
Leave the house.
Okay, I can leave the... You know what? Actually, I shouldn't leave the house because my dogs are here.
Well, take the dogs and leave. You're asking the question, I'm telling you, and you're answering my fucking, telling you. Literally.
What are you saying? You just told me you were going to kill dogs so I didn't do a 24-hour stream.
Nope, did not say that. Now you're just fucking being a liar.
I'm not
I said I'm going to tell you what I said in terms of the earlier. Are you saying you did not say that?
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And then you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say?
What are you even talking about? You brought up the dogs out of nowhere.
Exactly.
So what
point.
point is there improving?
See? You're proving my point right now.
What? I'm asking you. I don't even understand what you're saying to me.
I know. That's my point. My point is, are you listening or not? If you're not, then get the fuck out.
I'm literally listening, but you're not making any sense.
Well, no, you're not listening because it makes perfect sense. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you don't get it, I need you to get the fuck out.
So he's not making sense. I don't know what the fuck he thought he was saying. But then again, maybe we're catching things out of context based on clips. Also, if you're interested in finding these stuff yourself, I'll put the Twitter thread in the description. Also, they may have deleted a VOD for this stream, but as I checked before pod today, the clips are still up on her Twitch channel. So they're clearly still up. We're talking hundreds and thousands of views on these shits already anyway. So if you want to look at this stuff yourself, go for it. But as you heard before, and I'm sorry for the stuff in the background because apparently black folk just like to be rampant after church, kind of a contradiction, but whether that's not here nor there or the conversation at hand. But
yeah, that was yeah.
As you heard, this man threatened to take her dogs and delete them, for lack of a better way to say it, if she didn't do a 24-hour, which is weird. But
and weird is a light way of putting it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a very light way of putting it. Also, with him not making sense and her making it known that you don't make sense, then you gaslight her for saying that it's perfect. It makes perfect sense. And then gaslight her again for her trying to repeat to you what you have told her before and say that she's a liar. This is gaslighting, but hey, who am I? There's more. That's not the only one. And this is something else. If you wondered why she never said that she was married, this explains it all itself.
The therapist even told him that it's a form of like psychological abuse, and that I'm basically living in a fancy prison. And then he was changed for a bit, and then the hot tub meta arose, and he was like, "Oh, this is an opportunity," and then he turned into an asshole again. When I agreed to commit to the grind because it was a good financial opportunity for us. I've been wanting to tell people that, like, let's just stream together. Just tell them that we're fucking married, because it's like our relationship would be better if we just stream them, and it's fighting all the time. But no, Mister, don't say that because it's gonna ruin the business model. It's not time yet. Fuck yourself. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna fuck you anymore. You want me to tell them I'm single? It's about to be true. Piece of shit. The therapist even told him that.
So, and also what she was talking about is apparently they went to therapy back in 2020 about this whole debacle that was going behind in the background, and of course he put on a show for a little bit after that case to show that he changed, or maybe he did change, and then saw dollar signs when the hot tub meta happened and pushed her to do that, and now here we are. Of course, there's more. There's so much more, which is unfortunate, of course.
Right.
I'm gonna leave you with $1 million, and I'm gonna take the rest because I worked harder than you. It's like, and if you don't agree, then I'm gonna burn it all in court. I'm gonna put it all in fucking crypto. Blah. Just always threats, always threats. All the fucking accounts are like two-factor under his number, and he has all like the login information of things. You know, it's like keeps you there with the fear and the threats. And you fear that he's gonna do something to your animals. And then he's nice again. And says everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna leave you with $1 million.
That is the most clearest example of not only emotional manipulation, but gaslighting. To threaten to take her whole career and her finances, throw it down the drain, and then
Just
tell her
because
that everything will be okay. Like, and it is what it is. And to show you just how much I believe that he has the passwords and everything to this, I did some looking into her Twitter profile, right? And I did it so y'all don't have to. I scrolled through probably 5 months of her shit that she's put on her Twitter. And as you can see, if you look, besides this photo, every post that she has on her Twitter is literally just photos of her and then reposting it to advertise her OnlyFans.
Oh.
Now, to me, if this is her, look, do what you have to do. If this is what you want to do, you do it. That's your business. Because me, I'm the type of person, if I don't like what you do, I'm not going to sit here and blast you all over the internet like some people on Twitch have done about her and people that have done content like her. I simply just don't watch. I've never followed her. I've never seen any piece of content from her because I wasn't necessarily a fan of, thirst trapping content and stuff like that. That's just the way you do it. You don't like it, you don't watch. But when this situation came, and now I'm looking, and all you see is just photos of her, retweets of the photo, advertising her OnlyFans. Knowing that the control of her Twitter account is not in her control, but her husband's, this changes the way her profile looks in my eyes completely. Because this can definitely be evidence of you objectifying your wife to put money in your pocket. Because like you seen in the clip that I showed you, he has the passwords to everything. He does. And it's just like you literally monetized your wife.
Literally.
It's supposed to be your wife.
Every way possible at this point.
Besides the occasional repost of something else, literally her whole account is this. Photos of herself and reposting to advertise on OnlyFans.
Quite literally pimped out your wife right down to the psychological abuse.
And if you don't believe me when I say that, there's more. A clip from the stream from her actual Twitch channel. from that stream yesterday.
You know what you are.
I would lock my door, but he broke that too. So,
Best advice I can give
that was
during
the
my
day
divorce
that
my
he
grandma
fucking
gave.
took
This
the
too
phone
shall
from
pass.
Me. Both phones from me.
If you didn't hear what she just said, when her door got kicked in was the day that he took both her phones from her. There might be a chance that she either has it back or has a different phone now. But being the fact that he took her phone shows that he's the one who has access to posting to her shit. How long he had the phone, or if he still has the phone, I cannot confirm nor deny from what I have seen so far. But being that something like this has happened, that makes all the more sense as to that little cycle I showed you of what she posts on her Twitter. Because no matter if you're verified or not, when it comes to Twitter, everyone posts whatever it is. It's tweets, whether it's you commenting on whatever else that you're commenting on, or whatever the case is. Literally everything you post being just your OnlyFans, you trying to repost photos and advertising your OnlyFans, it's a little weird. Makes it even weirder now that we know what we know.
And so I ran in here to call the cops, and he literally kicked the door in and broke. Like, this doesn't even have a hinge anymore. And then he also, another day, right when the ST Peach game, he was like trying to smash my phone against my computer, try to pour monster on my computer,
timing,
and then
but
took
I
the
need
fucking
$50,000.
thing. Took like one of the objects from my room. I think it was like one of the chairs or one of the tables, and like hit it against this wall and made this. This was my dog, but this was him. Just like throw stuff. Fucking water
No
bottles
one
and
should
shit,
be
just
putting hands
throws
on you
things,
in
and I'm
other
like,
than a
"You throw it at
loving
me." He's like, "No,
manner.
I didn't. I threw it in your direction, but not at you, to the side of you. Didn't hit you. Wasn't trying to hit you. I just took it."
Please.
I wasn't trying to hit you. I threw it near you. You throwing it near somebody can antagonize anyone. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you pick up a chair consciously and throw it in my direction, I don't care if you hit me or not. Yo, what's up with you? Why you throwing a chair at me, yo? Why are you throwing a chair, period? Throwing of chairs is an act of aggression. Anyone knows this. This is not rocket science. This is just common sense. If you pick up something that wasn't made to be thrown in the first place and you throw it, yo, what's up with you? That's what you're gonna think. It's common sense to me, bro. And then on top of that, in case you don't believe anything that she's saying, there's these.
Next time when I say plan, do it. Dumb.
This is her showing receipts and screenshots of their text conversations.
Fuck, do you understand? Like, what planning talking about? Like, fuck this, I'm calling you. So I disappeared from stream. Take the call. So I'm gonna tell them I can't talk right now. We're getting Wi-Fi. I don't care. You get the call now. Last chance. About to dump your luggage. You know, from my hotel room. But throwing your stupid merch off the balcony. Proceeding to.
Being that she said the hotel room, and that she was throwing your merch over the balcony, gives me all the evidence for me to assume that this is what happened at TwitchCon. TwitchCon just happened. TwitchCon just happened. So why would you have merch with you, and why would you be dumping it over a balcony, which she confirmed that she's at a hotel room? If it's not TwitchCon, it's some kind of promotional event that she's at. So, and in any case, why are you threatening to throw someone's luggage out the window and thinking that it's healthy? That's just me, but let me let the rest play.
Did your stuff. You don't need the makeup or the live view, like the stream epic, or the clothes, huh? Deleting social media in 1 minute. Buying options that expire and blasting the cash. About to shut down bank account, your bank account too. Lag is terrible. Stream is garbage. It's like, about to delete Twitter in 30 seconds. If you don't call me, my phone's literally off, right? I'm just like, it literally died. Gonna donate $250,000 to pull him. He's like a bird sanctuary he likes. In the next 2 minutes, it's like the next time when I say
That's the crazy stuff. I think there's a longer version of it on the Twitch. Hold on, here we go.
cameraman, we're like, we're in the house now. It's like the next time when I say plan, do it. Dumb fuck, do you understand? Like what plan talking about? It's like, fuck this, I'm calling you. So I disappeared from stream. Take the call. So I can't tell him I can't talk right now. We're getting Wi-Fi. I don't care. You get the call now. Last chance. About to dump your luggage. You know, from my hotel room. But throwing your stupid merch off the balcony. Proceeding to ditch your stuff. You don't need the makeup or the live view, like the stream epic, or the clothes, huh? Deleting social media in 1 minute. Buying options that expire and blasting the cash. About to shut down bank account, your bank account too. Lag is terrible. Stream is garbage. It's like, about to delete Twitter in 30 seconds. If you don't call me, my phone's literally off, right? I'm just like, it literally died. Gonna donate $250,000 to pull him. He's like a bird sanctuary he likes. In the next 2 minutes, $250K gone. We'll donate.
It's just shit like this. Like for whatever the reason. I don't know what would make anyone think that this is okay to do at all. I've seen this literally. I was on the phone with my wonderful wife, and this came, and I saw this trending because Amouranth is trending on Twitter. I don't know if he's still trending, but she was trending on Twitter when all this happened. Well, trending to this morning, I should say, because this happened last night, the whole stream and whatnot. And there's even a clip where her assistant came to their house, which apparently was the final moment of stream, where her assistant came over to her house, according to whoever clipped it on Twitch. Assistant came over to her house to check up on her because apparently she was calling her and whatnot, and asking her if she took her meds or whatever the case may be. Don't know if she's on medication at all, but if anything, here I go. I'll let y'all see exactly what I'm talking about.
Hello. I haven't gotten any calls. What are you talking about? Why would you ask if I'm taking?
And then it cuts, which I don't. This is not okay. I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this, and then we'll end the episode. Juice had to step away because of a house emergency, so this is not. It's not cool. I hope she's doing okay. I hope she finds a way to get control of her assets and her finances, because him holding it is a terrible thing. Him having access to all this stuff is a terrible thing. I honestly think the reason why he told her to not let anyone know of their relationship is because that means that eyes would be on him now, and he'd have to move a certain way because it'd make it way easier for him to see just how much of a shit he is. Yes, I called him a shit. I did that. And the fact that everything that she's known for, she was coerced into doing because of her husband, has made me look at her in a whole different light. Because what? You know what I'm saying? like to be in the position of your husband coercing you to objectify yourself, whether you're comfortable with doing it or not. But in the way that she's done it, like I showed you her Twitter profile and all those photos, and the way that pretty much the cycle of tweets that she puts out, or at least her account puts out, I should say. And it's like Ju said, you're pimping your wife. That's what it is. And then you make it seem like she has no say in anything that happens in her life. It's not even a conservatorship. You make it worse because you chose to marry him because he probably was charming in the beginning. He was probably nice, polite, charming, you know what I'm saying, charismatic, everything that you would want in a husband. Then you marry him and have to see this side and feel like now that you're stuck. And then on top of that, the hot tub meta happens, and you coerce your wife to put a bikini on and hop in a hot tub and do streams of it for hours on end. And as you seen, the what was it, the second clip I showed you? Apparently, he likes to throw in this whole amicable split thing in her face. And what he thinks an amicable split is giving her $1 million out of her money and him taking the rest because he thinks that he does most of the work. It's insane to me. Most of what work? Nah, I can't sit here and say that I know exactly what he does behind the scenes, if he does anything behind the scenes for her and her content, but what I do know is, and what I think many people who have tried to create content on Twitch knows, is streaming is not easy. That is not easy whatsoever. To have to be there hours on end and to stay entertaining enough to keep people there from beginning to end is not an easy feat at all. And then on top of that, once you become that personality, that influencer, to go out for interviews and promo shoots and all these other kinds of things that you're doing, that shit ain't easy neither. Being the personality of the brand is not an easy feat. So whatever bullshit he threw out about how she don't necessarily do any work is crazy to me. That shit is nuts. But unfortunately, he's the one who's in control of the finances. So until she finds a way to get into control of her finances, she doesn't necessarily have a choice. And it's sad to say, but if she doesn't have any control or access to it, she can't do nothing about it. Which is probably one of the reasons why she stayed, amongst other things. Because gaslighting is unfortunately a strong tool for emotional manipulation and developing Stockholm syndrome in a partner. It's disgusting to me. It's cowardly. Like, now it makes me wonder, did you marry her because of her body? Is that it? Like I said, I never looked into their whole timeline of their marriage, but it makes me feel like you married her for her body. Because I feel like before the hot tub meta, she was a streamer for a while. I'm assuming, at least, allegedly. So I'm guessing you met her around that time, seeing how she's an attractive woman, got to know her, whatever, to the point where y'all got married. The hot tub meta arises, and now you pushing her crazily to do it. That blows up. Now you in your head, you think you gas, you just this mastermind or whatever the case may be, pushing her to do all kinds of things which some or maybe all of it she wasn't comfortable with doing. So you gaslight her, you manipulate her emotionally, and from being that you like throwing chairs, probably physically abuse her too, some way, somehow. things like this make me mad. Things like this not only make me mad, it makes it harder for me to defend. Not even hard. I don't defend. Let me not say that. I don't defend. If anything, the last thing I do is defend. People like him make men look bad because not all men act like this. They don't. But unfortunately, because there's such an amount of men that are somewhere in the ballpark of this kind of behavior, it makes the ladies scared to be in a relationship. And I don't blame y'all. I don't blame y'all at all. Cause shit like this happened to y'all. Y'all don't deserve it. Y'all don't deserve anything like this. Whether you're an angel or maybe you've done some things in your past, it doesn't matter who you are. No one deserves to be treated like this. Nobody does. Like it's a thing that makes you speechless. There's so many things I could say, but shit like this is not cool. It's not. Like, why would you? What led you to do this? What's up with you personally to make you go and do what you did to your wife? She's your wife. She loves you. She wanted to be your partner for life. That's the reason why y'all got married. But you just felt the need to try and push this next level and do what you did to that girl. It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. I hope any men that come across this podcast episode has learned something. If you haven't done it already and you have access to things like therapy, take the opportunity to do it. Please. Take the opportunity to do it. Mental health is important. Mental health should always be taken care of. Mental health has a bigger impact on people than you may think. If you're in a relationship, work with your partner, be patient with your partner, and grow with your partner, because situations like what Amouranth is going through right now should never take place. Listen to your partner, be patient with them. Everyone deserves that patience. Everyone deserves that emotional support. And everybody deserves somebody by their side to grow with and become a better person with overall. And with that being said, that's episode 34 of the Braincast, Smart Asses and Smart Mouths. Check the link trees down below to follow us everywhere that we are. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Follow me mostly everywhere at CED the Creator. And follow the YouTube channel Cedric the Gamer for content that's coming to y'all really soon at the top of November. As well as for Juice, follow her on Twitter at juicebox_Garcia, as well as her channel here on YouTube. From what I'm hearing, y'all got content coming, so if I was y'all, if y'all not already subscribed and hit the notification bell, I'd do that. And yeah, man, take notes, y'all. Take notes. Be patient with your partners. Show more respect and care for the ladies, and more respect and care for mental health. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna see y'all next Sunday. And the Braincast is out. Y'all have a good day.